Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, Hacker World Unlimited. Last week we showed a video of a remote control device using remote XY, and we did promise that this week we'll be looking at similar control device with remoteme.org. So what you need to do is to go into this website and sign up. We already signed up, so we're just gonna log in. Alright, when you log in, there are some tutorial videos you can watch. However, I want to show you something quickly here. So you want to create a device that you want to control. So here we have so many devices created for other things, but right now we're going to create a new one. So a web page. So let's call this easy control, and you're going to give it a device ID number. You can use any number you want, but we're going to use 9 and submit. So once this is created, you want to go in and create some variables. So easy control, this is our easy control right here. So go into the index.html edit wizard and you create your components. So right here you're going to insert a component. So let's insert a button or a couple of buttons. Let's call this one LED 1. So level is going to also be the same, LED 1. It's easy to remember. Insert, and we can create another button, and we're going to call this LED 2, and label is also LED 2. Again, for ease of remembering and association. So we have 2 LEDs right here, and that will be it pretty much. So you can save it, can exit here, you can open in a new tab and see how our LED buttons look. So they are both Boolean enabled, which means when you click on it you toggle the state. Okay, but I want to do something a little bit different. So why don't we edit the source and just make it slightly beautiful, right? So the 2 buttons we created are at the bottom of the page, you can see. So we have LED 1 and LED 2. So I'm gonna change this code a little bit. Something like let's do something like this. Let's say we want to center it. Okay, if you want to center this button, because right now if you look at this page, they are all on one side of the screen. So let's center it. We're gonna do for both of them, and more for this second one we need let's say center, and alright, so we're changing the code here. Now we have to save it and refresh and see how it looks. Save success. Let's refresh this page and see both buttons are centered, as you can see. Now we can create a little bit gap between both. So why don't we just add paragraph to the second one. So you just have P and close it, and then go to the end. Of course you have to close your paragraph and save it. It will create gap between both buttons. One more click. Yeah, you can see there's gap. Now this is too high up, the first one, so you can create maybe gap there. Anyways, instead of doing this a lot, I have created a little bit of script that you can use for this. So I'm just gonna paste the script here, but I'll show you how this one is gonna look like before I paste it. Let me give double paragraph here. So in HTML code, when you have the angle bracket and P, that means paragraph. So we're gonna have double paragraphs at the top, and so the top of this will have double gap. Let's see, yeah, right there. And you can change the size of the buttons and all that. So why don't I just replace this script here with something slightly different? All right. So I've modified the code a little bit to give the size and the text's size and all that, and the size, the height of the buttons. So these are some of the modifications you can do. So you don't worry about this. You can copy it from my code and you can go in and modify it as you wish. All right. So when I save this now and go back and refresh this page, the buttons are going to be slightly bigger and more central, and this is what we'll be using. So we're done right here. We've created our user interface, or HMI, human machine interface, or yeah, your UX. Yeah, you have created your UX. So UX interface, user experience interface. So that's what you're going to be seeing or interacting with as you work on this project. So we're going to go back to our project. We can close now here we can close it from this page. The buttons are beautiful. If you don't like it, you can adjust. You can create more buttons if you will, but I think I'm done right here. So I'm going to save it. It saves quickly. You can see success. So I'll go back, close, and I'm going to close also here. So these are the buttons we created. They are Boolean. When you click them, they toggle their states. Close. I'm going to come back here and associate a variable. Okay, so click on the variables, and you're going to create some association. So we created two LEDs, LED1, LED2. We're going to make them persist. Okay, we are done right here. So we've created two variables and we've persisted them. So I think we are good, right? So let's go back to the device. Easy control. Easy control. Here's our easy control, right? Okay. So let's create our network device. All right, we've created our website, created variables and associated them. We just want to create our network device. So here it's an Arduino. We call it again easy control, and save. So device ID for this is 10. We save this, and we are working with 9 and 10. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is to click. When you go to easy control, the network device, you can see the Arduino IDE signed by it. You click on code generator wizard. When you click on that, you want to select LED 1 and 2. Okay, one, not LED, so LED 1 and 2. We have two LED 1 and 2s, and it might look a little bit confusing, but you don't have to worry about this. I created that for other functions. Now we have 1 and 2, and the next, you just click on next. When you select that, click on next, and here's where you set up your Wi-Fi settings. So let's just call it Hackernet. Okay, wireless. This is actually our Wi-Fi password, SSID and password. So I'm just gonna enter all ones because this is not final. I'm still gonna be able to change it later. Next, you wanna leave this as is, just use socket connection. Next, and you want to debug Siri, and you select the highest you have available. All right, if you select a different one, just make sure that in your Arduino IDE you select the corresponding serial baud rate. Next, and you are done. So click on download or view, whatever works for you. So I'm going to click on view. You can see the SSID and the password, the name and the token, and this is the code, complete code. We are done here. So I'm going to copy this code and I'm going to create a new Arduino IDE and I'm going to paste it inside. Alright. The Arduino IDE, you want to have a new window open. You can just select everything here, delete and replace with the code you copied from the code generator, and now we're gonna change a few things. So in the void setup, you want to declare some parameters here. So let's just declare the output pins. So we're gonna declare the pin modes. So we're gonna have 2 pin modes. So right here we're gonna have pin mode. Let's indent a little bit. Pin mode. We have D0. We'll declare it as an output, and also another pin, importantly D4. Remember, we have 2 onboard LEDs, right? So we're declaring both as our outputs. Okay, then you go to the logic. What happens when the logic, the boolean changes? So we're gonna have for LED 1 and LED 2, let's say we're gonna declare what's gonna happen here, right? So if there's any change in the boolean conditions, what should happen? So for this, we're gonna do digital write for each of them. So digital write for this here, and then also for LED 1, what happens? Digital write when the logic changes, when the boolean logic state changes. So D0, okay, and then high. So the logic will change based on the logic states. The LEDs will change based on the logic states. And I think that's it. The next thing is to put the right SSID and password for your Wi-Fi, and then you run the code. So let's install. Right. Give it a few seconds to compile the sketch and upload the sketch. And then we're going to do a quick test. Alright, done uploading the code. So to test this, we're just gonna go back to the website and go back to the index.html and generate anonymous code. And you can actually open this in a new window, or you just pop it out and click on the LED. You can see one of the LEDs come on, and when I click on the next, the other one comes on. And now I can control this universally from anywhere in the world, basically. Last week we used Remote XY from another company, and today we're showing you another implementation using remoteme.org. And next week you're gonna see directly from us, Hacker World Unlimited. We have a different design, a different implementation or response to what we're showing you today. So expect the full video on this next week, and this app will be on Google Play Store, so you can download the app and use it for the implementation. Alright, so as you can see, I can control this from my phone or from the computer. So I can control this from anywhere in the world. When I turn the LED on from the computer, it shows also on the phone. So that is it there pretty much. We have the system set up completely now. We can control it from your phone. Just going to the URL. You can generate that by going on the HTML index.html and click on get anonymous code. When you click on this, you can get a barcode scanning with your phone, or you can just copy it, paste it on a new tab like we did right now. And you have the buttons, or you can also click, this will pop up in a new tab, right? And then from there you can control the LEDs. So when you control it from one device, it controls on all your devices. It reflects on all your devices. Right, so the lights are off. It reflects on all my open browsers. So this is basically from a cell phone. You can see that. And that's from the browser. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Please remember to subscribe and share this link. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, so when I publish another video, you'll be one of the first to know. Alright, thank you so much. Next week we'll be coming back to you with another video from HackerWorld, using Easy Switch from HackerWorld. You'll see the video, and the app will be in Play Store by then. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.